When you hear the word angel, what do you picture? Chances are it's an image from a Renaissance painting, perhaps a cherub, a chubby winged baby strumming a tiny harp. Or maybe you picture a beautiful, serene human with a gentle smile, white robes and a pair of delicate, feathered wings. This is the angel of Christmas cards and bedtime stories, a being of comfort, light, and passive protection. But what if this image is a lie? A comfortable, simple fiction created to mask a reality that is infinitely more complex, more powerful, and in many ways, far more terrifying. The ancient texts, from the scrolls of Jewish mystics to the writings of early Christian theologians, paint a very different picture. They describe a celestial world that isn't a cloud-filled paradise of identical beings, but a vast, intricate, and rigid bureaucracy, a cosmic government, a military hierarchy, with 9 distinct levels, 9 choirs or orders of celestial beings, each with a specific form, a specific function, and a specific place in the divine order. Most of these beings are not concerned with humanity. Many are not even humanoid. They are beings of pure fire, guardians of cosmic secrets, and living wheels covered in eyes that move the very throne of God. Today, we journey beyond the simple picture and into this complex hierarchy. We will ascend the 3 great spheres of heaven, from the beings who stand in the blinding light of the divine, to the cosmic governors, and finally to the messengers who interact with our world. This is the secret hierarchy of heaven. These are the 9 true orders of angels. The structure of the angelic world is most famously organized by a 6th century theologian known as Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite. He categorized the 9 orders into 3 distinct spheres or triads. Each sphere has a different purpose, moving from the most intimate with God to the most interactive with the material universe. And the first sphere, this is the one that changes everything. These are the beings who do not leave the immediate presence of God. They are not messengers, they are attendants. Their existence is one of perpetual, direct worship and service at the very center of creation. First, at the very pinnacle, is the highest order, the Seraphim. The word Seraphim means the burning ones or the fiery serpents. They are the beings closest to the throne of God, and their reality is one of pure, divine fire. The prophet Isaiah, in his vision of the throne room, described them. He said he saw the Lord, and above him stood the Seraphim. Each one had 6 wings, but these wings were not primarily for flight in the way we understand it. With 2 wings, they covered their faces, unable to look directly at the full, unfiltered glory of God. With 2 wings, they covered their feet, a sign of reverence and humility. And with 2 wings, they flew, hovering and circling the throne. Their function is not to run errands or fight battles. Their entire existence is a single eternal purpose, to sing. They endlessly cry out to one another, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." Their song is so powerful, it makes the very foundations of the temple shake. They are not gentle. They are beings of such intense holiness and light that to merely be in their presence would incinerate a mortal. They are the living fire that guards the divine. The second order is the cherubim. Now, we must be absolutely clear. Forget every image you have ever seen of a cherub as a baby. That is a later invention, a symbol of innocence. The true cherubim are anything but. The word cherub is related to knowledge or wisdom. They are the guardians of divine wisdom and glory. Their first appearance in the Bible is a terrifying one. After Adam and Eve are cast out, God places cherubim at the east of the Garden of Eden, armed with a flaming sword that turns every way to guard the path to the tree of life. These are not passive statues, they are the ultimate divine sentinels. Their appearance, described by the prophet Isaiah, is staggering. He describes a being with 4 faces: the face of a man, the face of a lion, the face of an ox, and the face of an eagle. They have 4 wings, straight legs like a man, but the feet of a calf that gleam like burnished bronze. Their entire bodies, including their backs, hands, and wings, are full of eyes. They move like lightning in perfect, straight lines without ever needing to turn. The cherubim are not cute. They are the embodiment of all-seeing knowledge, the protectors of sacred ground, and a chilling fusion of all creation's might. The third order of the first sphere is perhaps the most alien, the thrones. They are also known in Hebrew texts as the Ophanim, which means the wheels, and that is exactly what they are. The thrones are the living, moving chariot or throne of God himself. Ezekiel's vision describes them in detail. He saw a wheel intersecting another wheel like a gyroscope. These wheels were huge and their rims were high and awesome, for the rims were full of eyes all around. The spirit of the cherubim was within the wheels, and when the cherubim moved, the wheels moved with them. When the cherubim stopped, the wheels stopped. Their function is not to sing or to guard, but to be. They are the living symbols of God's divine justice and authority. They are pure, unbiased, and unfeeling in their judgment, existing as the very foundation from which God's decisions are enacted upon the universe. They are a throne, not in the sense of a piece of furniture, but in the sense of a living, all-seeing, ever-moving base of power. The seraphim burn, the cherubim know, and the thrones execute. They are the personification of divine, unshakable law. We now move to the second sphere. If the first sphere consists of heavenly attendants who never leave God's side, the second sphere consists of heavenly governors. They are the cosmic managers, the princes of the universe, who translate the divine will of the first sphere into actions that govern all of creation. They're less focused on pure worship and more on cosmic order. The fourth order, and the highest of this new sphere, is the dominions. They are also known as the lordships. The dominions are the middle management of heaven, but on a scale we can barely comprehend. They receive their orders from the seraphim, cherubim, or even God directly, and then they delegate those tasks to the lower choirs of angels. Their primary function is to maintain the order of the universe. They are said to preside over the very laws of physics, the movement of stars and planets, and the structure of reality. They ensure the cosmos runs smoothly. Visually, they are often depicted in a more familiar angelic form, bright, humanoid, and carrying scepters or orbs as symbols of their authority. They are the first order that is truly concerned with governance, rather than just worship. They are the divine lords who ensure God's will is done throughout the cosmos. The fifth order is the virtues. These are also called the strongholds or the shining ones. The virtues have one of the most exciting jobs. They are the conduits for God's power within the material world. They are the angels of miracles. When divine, supernatural power needs to break into our natural world, it is the virtues who manage that energy. They are associated with the elements, the stars, the sun, and the moon. When a miracle occurs, a healing, a parting of the sea, a sudden moment of divine intervention, the virtues are the ones who make it happen. They are the guardians of nature and the ones who bestow grace and valor upon humanity. They work to keep the natural world in balance and are the source of courage and inspiration for those who fight for good. The sixth order is the powers. Also known as the authorities, the powers are the primary frontline warriors of heaven. Their name says it all. While all angels are powerful, this order is specifically tasked with spiritual warfare. The powers have one main enemy: demonic forces. Their entire purpose is to patrol the borders between heaven and earth, fighting off evil influences and preventing the hordes of hell from overrunning creation. They are the Cosmic Border Patrol and the elite special forces. They are protectors, not just of humanity, but of the very order of the cosmos against the chaos of evil. When you imagine a great battle between angels and demons, it is the order of the powers who are leading that charge. They are the immune system of the universe, constantly seeking out and destroying spiritual corruption. Finally, we reach the third sphere. This is the sphere that is most known to humanity. These are the angels who are deployed from the heavens to the physical world. They are the direct messengers, the guides, and the guardians who interact with human beings and influence human affairs. The seventh order is the principalities, also known as the rulers. The principalities are the angelic guardians of groups of people. They are not concerned with individuals, but with entire nations, cities, and human institutions. They are the celestial diplomats and administrators. Their job is to guide and protect large-scale human endeavors, influencing leaders, guiding the flow of history, and overseeing the rise and fall of civilizations according to the divine plan. Each nation, it is said, has its own prince from this order. They are deeply involved in the politics of Earth, but from a divine perspective. They manage the world's spiritual and political landscape, ensuring that through all the chaos of human history, a larger divine purpose is being served. The eighth order is the Archangels. These are, without a doubt, the most famous angels. The word Archangel means chief messenger, and that is their exact function. They are the ones entrusted with God's most important, world-changing messages to humanity. This order is small, and many texts only name a few. Michael, whose name means "who is like God," is the great commander of heaven's armies, the one who cast Lucifer out, and the ultimate warrior prince. Gabriel, meaning "God is my strength," is the supreme messenger, the one who announced the births of both John the Baptist and Jesus of Nazareth. Raphael, God heals, is the angel of healing and travel. Archangels are the generals and ambassadors of the third sphere. When an archangel appears, it is because history itself is about to be altered. They are the great heroes of the celestial story, interacting directly with key figures in human history to deliver divine proclamations. The ninth and final order is the angels. This is the order that gives all the others their name. These are the beings most familiar to us, the ones we speak of in our daily lives. They are the order closest to humanity. If principalities watch over nations and archangels deliver world-changing messages, the angels are concerned with the individual. They are the personal messengers and, most famously, the guardian angels. Their job is to guide, protect, and inspire individual human beings. They are the ones who bring small messages, offer a sense of comfort, or provide a moment of protection in a time of danger. They are the boots on the ground of the divine army, assigned to each of us. While they may not have the fiery power of a seraphim or the cosmic knowledge of a cherub, their function is perhaps the most personal and intimate of all: to walk with humanity on its journey. So we have journeyed from the very throne of God, from the blinding fire of the Seraphim and the all-seeing eyes of the thrones, down through the cosmic governors like the dominions and the virtues, past the celestial warriors known as the powers, and into our own world, guided by principalities, addressed by archangels, and protected by angels. 9 orders, a complex, intricate, and awe-inspiring hierarchy. The universe, according to this vision, is not a random collection of events. It is a minutely ordered creation governed by beings of fire, wisdom, light, and power. The next time you hear the word angel, the next time you see a simple picture of a human with wings, you should ask yourself, which one? Are you picturing a personal guardian? Or are you picturing a four-faced sentinel, a manager of stars, or a living, fiery wheel whose very song shakes the foundations of reality? The celestial world is far vaster and stranger than we imagine. Which of these 9 angelic orders do you find the most fascinating or the most terrifying? Let us know in the comments below.